never said my timing wasn't impeccable, or yours for that matter.
Well, I wasn't expecting him to come home to all this.
Well, I know it's early, and we said we were gonna have a quick bite and celebrate our anniversary later.
No, it's not that. And, by the way, yes, happy anniversary.
You missed. Listen up, okay? We need to spend some more time with each other, okay? I know I've been obsessed with my mother and Rick, and right now, all I want on my brain is my husband.
This is all so beautiful, Emily, almost as beautiful as you.
So why do you look like the Wicked Witch is about to swoop down and kidnap your puppy?
If you only knew how true that is.
Hey, Alice. Alice.
Oh, Chris, I'm sorry I didn't see you. Do you need something?
Yeah. I need to figure out a way to stop lying awake.
This is a private conversation, Marshall. Now back off.
But you were so intense. You know, it'd probably do you good to get it off your chest. So what's the big
Drop it!
You know, your lady love has kind of made that impossible. She's been harassing me for months, breaking into my room with a deadly weapon, weeping past me so she could pilfer my toothbrush, of all things. Now she's got her little charity case helping her. You know what? I settled things with Sarah. Now it's time to settle up with Bonnie.
What do you mean, settle things with Sarah? What have you done to her?
Beautiful models are good for spicing up just about anything. But come on, why do you care so much about my opening night party? Huh?
Self-preservation, okay? If there's not at least one cool night spot in this town, I will curl up and die of boredom. So why don't you let me help you kick things off? Nothing gets better press than a bevy of New York beauties.
What's Oh, okay. A bunch of New York hotties are gonna come all the way down to downtown beautiful Oakdale for a little free champagne. Boy, I love New York.
Airfare too, of course. But because they're coming down mainly to see me, they won't really think of it as an actual booking.
I see. Just kind of like fun time with an old friend.
What's wrong with that?
Paul Ryan wants me dead. And his sister's dying to help me succeed. It does make you wonder, huh?
What should we do about lunch?
Well, I'm ravenous, so let's order. Somebody tackle a waiter.
I'm not too late to join the party. Didn't miss anything significant, did I? Sorry I'm late.
It's okay.
Carly, you look beautiful.
Well, thank you.
Motherhood agrees with you.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Hello, Sage. Sage, you look gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Just like your mama. Okay. Oh, wow. Wait a second here. Oh, somebody's hungry. Shall we order? I'm gonna buy. Okay. Huh?
You know what? I think maybe I should get going.
No, stick around, Paul. You're somebody's guest, aren't you? Huh? Come on, stick around.
Have you tried counting sheep?
Allison, I'm worried about.
The guy is obviously crazy, and now that he's trying to convince me that he was home with my mom when I know that he wasn't, I just don't want to be anywhere near him
Wait
right
a minute, back up. What did you say about being home?
now. Just forget about it, okay?
No, Allison, wait. Look at me, please. For all I know, Rick Decker may be responsible for my father being in a coma. The smallest thing may be a clue that we haven't considered.
Okay. Remember the night I left my mom's house to stay at Katie's? Well, I went back to my mom's house just to get some clothes, and my mom was asleep on the couch. I tried to wake her up, but I couldn't. And Rick was gone. His car was gone. I didn't really think much of it. And when I told my mom about my little visit, I also mentioned that I didn't see Rick that whole night. I guess the guy just freaked out.
Why?
Well, he told my mom that he was with her the whole time at home, and then he started yelling about how people need to get that straight, or else some people could make trouble for him.
Have you told the police any of this?
No? Why? Is it important?
Come on, we need to go find Hal.
All right. If you're serious about that invitation, I will stay.
Excellent. Harold, excuse me. We're going to start with the lobster and draw the butter. Nothing goes with a pound of flesh like a little hot butter. Am I right?
Well, you're in a jolly mood.
Oh, well, you're looking at one of the proud owners of what used to be Java Underground.
Really?
As of today. Isn't it all just so marvelous? Love of my life, you're a little quiet. Are you still angry at me for being late?
Oh, no, darling. I'm glad you're here.
Carly, you ought to see what the little woman got for little Sage. Show her.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh. There we go. Gee, Sage, what could it be? Oh, Rosanna. Look at that. Oh, it's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Thank you.
And when my devoted bride saw that in the Sotheby's catalog, she outbid what, 20, 25 people?
Darling, the price really isn't important.
No, not for you. But I guess you really like to shop around, don't you?
I think it's a very lovely gift. Any child would be very lucky to have you in its life.
You won't let me help with your little party because I'm Paul Ryan's sister?
No, because you got an agenda.
I do, but it has nothing to do with my brother.
No? What's it about? Is it about that bracelet you came back to find last night?
At least I got your attention. You know, the truth is, I just ended an intimate relationship with the unwanted help of my mother.
Okay, I'm sorry to hear that. What do you want me to do? Nurse your poor heart back to health? You gotta do what most people do. Run, do push-ups, you know, bury yourself in work.
My work was BRO, and BRO is my mother.
You gotta move on, kid. You need a project or something.
Oh, you think?
Yeah, well, my opening night, that's not for you.
Why not? I love a good party. Don't you?
Answer me. What did you do to Sarah?
I did her a favor by demonstrating that her actions have consequences. I called the Durgan Street shelter and lodged a complaint against her.
You don't think she's had enough grief already in her life, Marshall?
She stole my friend's wallet. Theft is supposed to have repercussions.
But she gave the wallet back, didn't she? You had no right to make her life worse for her. You of all people should know.
Bonnie, let it go, okay? Don't give the man anything else. What is it that you all are hiding from me? And what does it have to do with that little juvenile delinquent?
You know, Isaac, I think it's time we do what you wanted to do in the first place.
No, I don't.
No, I mean it. We should keep Marshall in the dark. You're right. I got Sarah to hassle you.
Now, why would you use somebody that you profess to love in such an underhanded way?
Because I hate you. I hate what you did to my mother, and sometimes it gets me a little crazy, so yeah, what I did was childish, but I don't care.
So there you have it, your secret, Marshall. Now do me a favor and get the hell out of here.
That's your big secret. You're lying through your teeth.
Oh, don't you understand why I want to throw myself into something fun? And it has nothing to do with Paul. I mean, believe me, I love my brother. But he could stand to get a life, too.
What do you want, huh? You want me to hire you?
Come on, give me a break. I don't want to booby-trap the place. I want to be involved in something new, something fresh. You know, otherwise this town can get extremely dull.
Not around here. Won't get dull.
I believe it. You are a lot of things, Dusty Donovan. But dull is not one of them.
Thanks for saying that, Jennifer. But I can't. I like your offer, I appreciate it, but I gotta pass.
If you don't tell me the truth, I'm going to be forced to take actions that I'd prefer not to.
Oh, no.
It looks like my attorney has issues with these two, but it's okay. They can handle it.
No. Bonnie's a really good friend of mine, okay? I'm gonna go see if she needs help. Excuse me.
Now, Bonnie told you the truth. I suggest you lower your voice and you get out of her face.
The two of you are hiding something from me, and I am going to find out what it is. Now, I'm warning you, Bonnie. You either come clean with me, I'm going to remember certain events from the night your mother was taken to the hospital with a bullet in her chest.
Bonnie. Hey, I don't mean to interrupt, but I was waiting for the right time to come over and say hi. It's a great time. Great time to say hi.
Marshall. Marshall. I got the contracts. You got a sec? Come on.
Excellent timing. Thank you. No problem. Hey, is there anything else I can do?
No. No, you've done wonderful. Thank you so much.
Listen, there's something I need to run by Isaac. Can I call you later?
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Isaac. There's a way around Marshall.
If it involves dancing on his grave, I'm in.
You know I love you, don't you?
Yeah?
And I never knew I'd be so nervous about this.
What are you nervous about?
I know we never talked about it before, but I was thinking, what if you and I were to get married?
See, now that's the kind of question you're supposed to ask somebody down on one knee.
I'm serious.
You're actually proposing marriage to me?
More than that. I'm proposing that we get married and adopt Sarah. Now, look, I know that it seems very, very sudden right now, but we could do this. We really can do this.
So this whole thing is for Sarah's sake.
She needs someone to protect her and love her, and you and I can give her that. Look, honey, I love you. That's the easy part, and I want to spend the rest of my life with you.
And I love you too, but this is a...
But what? If you and I are committed, and we're committed to Sarah, then what does it matter if it's all of a sudden? We can get married on the moon, and it wouldn't matter, because we love each other.
What the hell? Let's get married.
Thank you. You won't regret this, okay?
From your lips to God's ears.
We're gonna be a real family. We're gonna be a real family, Isaac. I gotta go. I gotta tell my mom.
No, don't be surprised if she doesn't turn cartwheels over the news.
Well, she may not be really happy about this, but she's gonna have to live with this one. Be back.
Jess. It's Isaac. Good. Look, Bonnie's on her way over there, and I just thought I'd give you a heads up.
So, Barbara caught up with Will and me at Mabel's, and she handed down an edict. Paul wanted to take Will on a fishing trip, and Barbara vetoed it.
Why would she do that?
She's afraid that Paul is going to poison Will's mind against her, so Will can only see Paul either here or at her place. Was either give in to her demand or go to court, Emily, and I am not going to put Will through that.
Did you tell Paul?
I called him. I got his machine. I'm not going to leave a message like that on his tape.
Don't do that. You can't do that. Go see him and just come back.
Are you sure?
Yeah, sure, I'm sure. We'll just pick up where we left off. I'll put dessert on the table.
You are dessert.
Okay, I'll be on the table.
And I'll be back.
Okay. That's right, Barbara. It's locked.
Emily, are you there? It's Allison.
Hey, what are you two doing? Don't you have shifts at the hospital tonight?
Allison's got something on Rick Decker.
Get in here. Hurry up. Get in.
Is it important that Rick says he was with Mom all night when he wasn't?
It depends on the night. Tell me.
Thank you so much for saying that, Paul.
I'm just saying it. I think you'd be a wonderful mother. Anyone can see that.
Such civility. And to think you two came to what, blows over Rosanna's precious apartment?
Let's not exaggerate, dear.
So, I guess this has all been settled?
Yeah, this was settled. Rosanna's graciously agreed to let me stay at the penthouse. I was surprised, too. But it's settled. You know what? Here's to settling old grievances and cultivating new friendships.
Yeah, I'll drink to that.
Here.
Oh, well, Paul, you wouldn't believe fair winds. What Rosanna's done with the place. It's beautiful. You wouldn't even recognize it.
Oh, really? It's not that much.
Oh, no, you're being too modest. Paul, you really ought to come out to the house and see it. It took a while, but we finally got rid of your mama's gothic stench. Place feels human now.
Craig! For heaven's sake!
Coming up on As the World Turns.
Very soon, Will is going to be living here with us under this roof. And anything else I want out of this world, that's coming to me, too.
I did it.
You did what, Bonnie?
I had Marshall's DNA test.
There are some things that one should keep to oneself.
Darling Barbara is Paul's mother. I think you should apologize.
Apologize? For Barbara, the self-appointed eternal victim? I mean, am I right, Carly? I mean, besides you and me. And Emily and Rose, Hal, Will, and Jennifer. I think poor Paul has suffered more at his sweet mother's hands than almost anyone. Am I right, Paul?
My mother can be difficult. And I get to say that because I'm her son, but I'm not going to sit here and listen to an indictment from you, and I'm not going to sit here and listen to you, of all people, talk about gothic
Oh,
stench.
come on. I thought we were having such a friendly lunch.
Carly, it's really nice to see you. She's beautiful.
You know what, do you still want me to stay with you and Sage while Jack is away?
Yes. Yes, I'd like that very much. I would feel a heck of a lot safer.
Excellent. And then I'm going to get the car and I will meet you in St.
Oh,
John's.
please don't go.
I'll be at Milltown.
Excuse me.
Doesn't your faithful and loving husband even get a vote? Carl! Carly, what the hell is going on here? Why is Rosanna suddenly so defensive of Paul?
You have missed the point entirely, Craig, as usual.
Okay, so about the models for opening night.
Oh, girl does not give up.
No, she doesn't, especially when she has a brilliant idea.
Jennifer, it's an okay idea. I'll tell you what. I just don't see it happening right now, but that's okay.
Okay, yeah, so I'll make it real for you. I'll bring you my agency book.
Your what?
Agency book. 8 by 10 shots of the hottest models in the business. You pick the ones you like. The minute you pick 5, I'm on the phone. Opening night, voila, intense glamour. So, is it a go? Just nod your head once for yes. Come on, you've got nothing to lose. This is completely for real.
It is not for real. None of this stuff is real. What you did for your friend over there, that was real. That I respect. All right, bring me the book. Let me pick the hot 5 winners.
Yeah! Great. We have a project. I will not disappoint you.
Where'd you get on that Durgan Street shelter, kid? Smith? That's her last name? She's being treated at Memorial for what? You know what? Never mind. Because hospital records means there's information. Hey, I know about privacy laws, but you know me. Getting around the law is my best event.
You're not gonna believe this. Marshall showed up at Java Underground and accused me and Sarah of harassing him.
Bonnie, I warned you to stay away from that man.
I have, Mom. He's the one. He called Troy's supervisor at the shelter and reported Sarah. She went to apologize to him, and one thing led to another, and she blew up at him or something, I guess. I don't know. All I know is that Sarah is locked up in that group home. I have no access to her, and it's all getting to be too much right now. Isaac and I, we need to take Sarah away from here, Mom. And so, we're getting married.
What?
Look, Mom, don't go ballistic on me. Okay, I know this seems like it's coming out of nowhere, but it's not.
What?
I love Isaac. He loves me. And if we get married, we can adopt Sarah. Now, I know things are moving really, really fast here, but I figure you can help us out with the legal thing.
Just wait a minute. Just wait a minute. How can you still be talking about adopting Sarah after Marshall's complaint? You'll be lucky if you're able to see Sarah.
Mom, please, please, I need you to help me.
There's more to this than you're telling me, isn't there, Bonnie? Out with it.
Mom told me and Hal that Rick went to sleep with her on the couch, woke up, and he was there, and he never left her side.
I know. But she just believes that. But Emily, I know what I saw.
Yeah, it's almost as if Rick needs your mother as an alibi.
The night that Allison's talking about is the same night Jeffree Star's motel room was cleared out. He's a reporter who was writing an expose on Rick.
Someone was doing a story about Rick?
Yeah, get this, he's a crime reporter. Apparently he had been investigating Rick in San Francisco, too.
When he was at the other hospital with the serial murders.
Yeah. Hal and I went to this guy's motel room, and he wasn't there. There was a bunch of cash left to cover the bill of the room, but no one saw Star leave. No one's seen him since.
Well, I mean, the guy's got to have family.
They've reported him missing.
That's so freaky. Does Mom know about this?
Knock, knock. You leave your door open, you trusting soul.
Well, 2 daughters for the price of 1 visit. Happy anniversary, Emily.
Did I barge in at a bad time?
No, of course not. Thank you, Mom.
Hope you like it.
You don't know how much it means to me that you remembered my anniversary.
It's from both me and Rick. And obviously it's for you and Hal, but I bet he wouldn't mind if you opened it right now.
Go ahead, Emily, open it. You know how much I love gifts even when they're not for me.
We know. Thanks. Oh, thank you. Okay. It's wonderful.
It is beautiful, Susan.
You think so?
Yeah.
I thought so. Well, I guess I better be going.
Where to? I mean, so soon? You just got here, Mom.
I'm due at work. I just wanted to drop off the present. I love you, Emily. I hope you know that. No matter what. I love you too.
Mom.
Oh,
I love you.
Me too.
Happy anniversary. Bye.
That was so weird.
I know. She's standing there telling me how much she loves me, and all I can think about is how I'm trying to bring down her husband. Folks, we got a big problem on our hands.
Hey. Paul, I've got some bad news.
What, is Will okay?
Oh, Will's fine. Barbara is not fine.
What did she do now?
When Jen left her to come live here, Barbara saw it as the opening salvo of a custody battle. She's fighting back.
How?
She's exercising her veto right about the adult friends that Will sees.
What's she gonna do, cancel me out as a sibling? She can't stop me from seeing my little brother, Hal.
No, but she can stop you from taking him places. According to the agreement, she gets to say when, where, and how you see Will. Now, you can come see him at my place anytime you want, Paul, or you can go see him at Barbara's if you can stand the pain, but that's it.
Is Will upset?
Will's upset about something?
Barbara canceled Will's fishing trip with Paul. Yeah, Will's disappointed, but what can you do when it comes to Barbara? He is a little mixed up, you know.
This is for Will. Try and get him out on the water tomorrow. Could you do that for me, Hal?
Thanks. I will.
Paul, I'm so sorry.
No, you know what? You lose the battle, but you win the war.
What's that supposed to mean?
That means that very soon, Will is going to be living here with us under this roof. And anything else I want out of this world, that's coming to me too.
You barely said a word the whole way home?
What can I say? Sometimes the way that man behaves, I wish I didn't even know him.
Seeing Paul sitting with us must have thrown him. Maybe he felt a little threatened.
Well, he should be. Paul certainly seems to understand a few things.
Understands what?
Well, for example, that gift that I gave it to Sage had nothing to do with how expensive it was. It had everything to do with how it felt for me to give it. I mean, he seems to have some perspective on life that doesn't begin and end with his own self-interest. Sometimes my husband is such an idiot.
Well, Rosanna, I think the reason that he felt threatened like that is just because he loves you so much.
I know he loves me.
Good. Then maybe we can talk about what's really going on here. There's something that you want to say to Craig, or something that you want to ask Craig, but you're too afraid to do it. Am I right?
love Isaac, and I want to marry him and adopt Sarah. That's the truth. I don't know what else you want me to tell you.
Why don't we first start with Marshall's complaint?
Well, it's absolute nonsense.
Well, I have a friend who works in child services, and he accessed the records and read it to me, and it sounds like you aimed Sarah at Marshall for revenge.
But I didn't, Mom.
Well, be that as it may, Bonnie, it hurt your chances of becoming her foster parent, let alone her adoptive parent.
But I am the best thing that ever happened to that girl.
Are you really? I mean, Bonnie, you put her in the direct path of Marshall Travers.
Well, I guess I didn't figure out he'd have it in for her, too.
Have it in for her? She threw water on the man and then was blatantly rude to him. And what do? You defend her, and you make it perfectly clear that you were going to protect her. You know, I don't really know who's the younger one here, you or Sarah. I mean, you go after Marshall, you steal his toothbrush to get his DNA. Now, if I hadn't put the kibosh on
Mom, there is something you need to know. I did it.
What? You did what, Bonnie?
I had Marshall's DNA test.
After I explicitly told you to drop it. Bonnie, what were you thinking?
Dr. Dixon.
Yes.
You have a moment?
Sure.
An opponent of mine may be setting me up.
A lawyer would stoop that low?
Look, I believe they may be trying to get me disbarred or worse. Now, I'll know more if I can get information on a certain errand girl they've been using.
You really think this is something I can help you out with?
Perhaps. Look, the girl's a teenager. She's been staying down at the Durgan Street shelter. Her name is Sarah Smith, and she's been an outpatient here.
Wait a minute. As much as I would like to help you, Marshall, if you're talking about medical records, that's confidential stuff. And there's been a lot of attention paid to just this issue lately.
Well, I'm not saying I need to take a look at the records per se, but maybe you could look at them. Tell me if she's got family, somebody I could go to.
Okay, I'll take a look. I'll give you a yes or no whether she's got family or not. Hmm?
Appreciate it. I'd be grateful for anything you can do.
Hot enough for you. Cassie, Edmund, and Jeffrey. Guiding Light, weekdays on CBS.
Marsh, got a hard copy of the girl's records on the way up.
Good. Thanks, John. Maybe finally I can get some answers.
What has she done to you? What did she do?
She's been harassing me. I mean, stalking me, stealing. The person who gives her orders actually stole my toothbrush, if you can believe that.
Why would they steal your toothbrush?
You tell me.
Okay. Every time we get a stray toothbrush around here, it's because somebody has submitted it for a DNA test. Nobody would be after your DNA, though, would they?
I don't know. Why would they be?
Sarah. She's Marshall's daughter.
Oh, my God. Well, you have to tell him.
Oh, no. No. I will not turn her over to that pig.
Bonnie, somebody has to tell him.
No, Mom. Nobody's gonna tell him. Marshall can never know about this. He can't.
Well, when I left, it was my anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
anniversary.
Do you want some cake? It's chocolate.
Yeah, I can tell. Should I guess what the occasion is now?
Don't bother. You won't guess in a million years. Remember the night Jeffrey Star vanished?
Yeah, empty room, nobody saw him leave.
Remember Rick's alibi for the night?
He was with your mother, beside her, sleeping all night.
Right. Except he wasn't. We just blew Rick's alibi clear out of the water.
Is that your old modeling book?
Oh, yeah. I was just taking a look at it. Kind of makes me nostalgic for my old friends.
Model again, you know, Jen.
You know, I don't want to. Not right away, anyway. How are you?
Fine.
You know, I know it's no fun when everyone is around except the one person that you want, but hey, it will get better. I promise.
Really? One promise that I hope you can keep. Look, you want to go back to work, I think that's a great idea, but I think it's a really bad idea for you to go back to Europe.
Well, don't worry. I'm not leaving anytime soon. I have plenty to keep me busy here.
Hold on, mister. I only got 2 Susan B. Anthony's in the register. Please. How are you, partner? Huh?
Yeah, listen. You ever wanted to wrap your hands around somebody's neck and squeeze till it turns blue?
Let me pour you a drink. How's it going? I thought you were having lunch with the girls.
Oh, I did. Paul Ryan was there.
Why was he there?
He just happened to be there.
Oh, yeah? Paul Ryan just happened to be there, and you look like the world is on your shoulder. What's up?
Between my loving wife and Paul. Didn't know I saw it, but I did. I saw their warm, tender embrace.
I wanted to say something to Craig for a while now, ever since Sage was born. I can't tell you how much it meant for me, for you to ask me to be Sage's godmother. And then at the christening, when you let me hold her, that little body, that little... I want to ask Craig something, but I think it's going to be too difficult.
Say it out loud, Rosanna. Say it to me.
I want a child. I want a child more than anything in the world.
On the next As the World Turns.
Now march yourself over there and you tell that man you want a baby.
You have to decide who you want in your life, me or your daughters.
Sarah is his child. Now Marshall has to hear the truth. If not from you, from me.